Okay guys, it's gonna be Road to Diamond, episode 5 I believe. And before this one starts, I just want to let you know that last episode I did was like at my friend's house, so the quality probably wasn't as good on the audio, but it should be better now. And also, in this game I don't always play Gangplank, and I cut out some games that were just really bad of me tilting and not playing Gangplank, which is why even though most of these games are wins, I am not yet in my series. Even though I've made it to my series and lost another time or so. Or like 3 times. I think it's up to 5 now, total. But yeah, so it's the first game I'm playing Gnar just because Gangplank wasn't feeling so good. But I will let you know that next episode will be only Gangplank. I promise you that. I will. Because I have won the game so far for the next episode, and went pretty well. Okay, so these first 2 plays was just, I don't know, me kiting, and then the second play, this Kha'Zix's just like, okay dude, bait this Darius and then I can kill him. So this Kha'Zix was pretty good. And then this R gets this nice flash charm. Kha'Zix gets the kill, flashes out, which is really good. And I just roam mid because top, I mean, can't really solo Darius, but so we were winning, but as you can see the score now, we are starting to throw a little bit as we're behind, and even though I get this nice 4-man ultimate, we just, well, I guess their mid game was just too strong. As you see, we're not winning the fight, even with a pretty good engage, I'd like to say. So, I'm not exactly sure how that happened. I fed the Darius like 2 kills, and then he got even more fed off of that, I guess. Which, Darius mid game is really strong, so maybe that's why. But here, my team was all scared because like we were losing. I'm like, no, we killed their Darius. This is like a really good fight, so I'm trying to ping them all to come, and they're like, no, leave. I'm like, dude, guys, it's 4v5 and I'm about to get mega. So I mean, I'm engaging and stuff, which was a really good engage. I get this nice ult and I flash away, and it ends up being a really good fight for us. And it could have been even better if my team like came sooner, but I mean, I'm fine with it. I mean, because it turns out okay. We actually end up going like I think 1 for 4, 2 for 4, so that was pretty good. As you can maybe hear my cat escaping my room. Okay, so moving on to the next clip. This is just like the final push after we got Baron. Like I cut out a few clips, but I didn't really do anything.
No, you didn't see that ultimate. That was just ignore that.
Okay, so we're just doing this final push, and there's not much they can really do. With Baron and then Caitlyn, we just have more range in them, and then the second one of them mispositions, Kha'Zix is ready to jump on them. So they're doing this like final last effort to defend, but I can just tank tower for like a really long time, and not much they can do about it. So even though I did play Gnar, who I'm probably like one of my second best top laners, still won. Next clip, this game I was getting really fed, as you see here, and I was even playing well. This game I took exhaust, which I've been experimenting with. Normally I like teleport, but in some matches I am taking exhaust, because like if I didn't have exhaust there, I wouldn't have been able to kill a Hecarim, and that was a pretty nice play, by the way. I mean, a little bit credit to myself there. So we're winning pretty decently hard, at least I am. As you see, I'm 4-0 and 6, so I haven't even died yet. So I'm just racking up all the extra kills, and this janitor runs away, but if you hit barrels, of course you go faster. So I'm just proccing the barrels. I flash over her tornado, and then she just keeps on running because for some reason she's super fast, but then she turns around, which if she didn't turn around she would have been fine, but you know, I'll take it. Then we juke this Lux, even though Bran still dies, but I think the Lux gets away, so not too good. Probably shouldn't have chased so far. Here Lux gets a nice, Thresh gets a nice hook on Lux, and I just cleaned it up. So somehow this game is going like really well, and we're pushing down mid, but then as you can start to see, even though we're like winning these fights, the score isn't as good as it should be, even though I'm 8-0 and 10. But then somehow this Hecarim 1v1s me. It's a broken champion, guys, just ignore this. I did ult, which has an animation time, which I shouldn't have. I could have just autoed because I had my passive up and then queued him, but still, even with that small mistake, Hecarim should not be able to 1v1 me. As you can see, I've died a few times, and my team has definitely died a few times since the last clip, and their Lucian's getting pretty strong, and he's like really good. And I'm like, wow, I can't believe we're actually starting to like kind of have a problem, because like we were winning like really hard, and I was just like pretty upset that this game ended up like being kind of hard to win. But I think it's because our Ash just either was new to AD carry, or just, I don't know, she just didn't do very well. She ended like 3 and like 12 or something, I think. Something not very good. And their Lucian ends up like carrying their team basically. Even though Lucian isn't that good of an AD carry, don't ask me how he carried. But Janna was just standing by him the entire time, so I couldn't really get to him. And Thresh like rarely landed a hook on him. Well, there he did, but it was kind of too late for us to kill him. And Janna just keeps him alive, so their Lucian is just really carrying. And I was actually really mad this game that their Lucian ended up carrying and we lost. So I was just pretty mad. So in between that Lucian, or that Gangplank game, I think I played another game or so, and just because I was so tilted off of that, I just like messed around with Kha'Zix's jungle or something, so I lost a few, which I shouldn't do in ranked. I should just go play normals, but tilt can sometimes, you know, affect you a lot. So next game, playing against a Nasus. Nasus is like a decently easy lane, and like if you just poke him down. And here I told my Nocturne that Fiddlesticks was in the bush, and this Fiddlesticks was fed, so I'm like, Nocturne, don't engage, and he goes ahead and does anyways, so I was pretty mad about that. Here this Fiddlesticks engages too far. After this casting got a nice kill and baited him out, so that was kind of his mistake, so I just pick up the kill. But here Nasus thinks he can 1v1 the pirate, but everybody knows pirates just shoot dogs in the face, so I don't know. He shouldn't try and all in me like that, especially not when I have barrels set up and such. Here I just trade the first blood tower for the death, and then somebody on their team ended up DCing, so they just like forfeited basically. They like opened mid, so I mean, pretty boring game after that, so I'm not going to show too much. Here I'm against a Singed, and this was a Singed main, so it's not like he's bad or anything, but I was actually having a pretty easy time playing against him, except that, nope, that was bad. That was one bad thing. But then he does something even dumber and just runs at me, so make sure you always got to get the BM in. It's very important, especially playing Gangplank. It's just core part of his kit to do that. So here their support MF runs top lane for some reason, and I just kill her, but I do die, so I guess that's not really worth it, but you know. Well, it wasn't too bad, 2 versus 1. There, I get that nice triple barrel in with the ult combination, and that was pretty nice. That was like a really long triple barrel. I was kind of surprised myself how far that went. So we're just kind of pushing in, and I want to say versus Singed, normally I have a hard time. I think I figured out you just got to set your barrels up in the lane, so every time he tries to go fight you, you can just explode them and just hit him up, because you can just like pop them. So instead of trying to poke him with the barrels, just keep him behind you and use him to kite. And then if he proxies, once you get Sheen, you put 1 barrel in front of the wave, wait for them to all stack up, hit the barrel, put another one behind them, and then do the same thing, and then it will kill the whole wave. And there, real quick, we're just going. I kind of get that nice outplay on Yasuo. I flash like to the other side of his wind wall in order for me to be able to hit him with the Q, because you can't shoot through it, obviously. So this game was going just as well as the other game. Like, we're just basically just running them down, pushing in mid. It's only so I mean, there was like, they got a few kills and their Jhin started to get kind of fed, but in the end, like, I was able to just kill him over and over again. Like, my team was kind of having a hard time versus him, but I was able to just clean it up. Here, me and Bard just kind of go on a stupid chase, but it turns out I'm really surprised Bard didn't die there. Like, I guess Morgana had no damage, so. Here we just grab that Baron. Always want to get the Baron if you're ahead, and like if they can't contest it. So make sure you call that when needed. And we're just doing this final push with the Baron. So, I mean, this game is going pretty well. Like, they didn't really have much of a chance. And then I get that crit on Jhin, it just seals the deal. And I come over here, get the crit Shiv proc on Morgana, and almost get that 3rd triple kill on Yasuo. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and you can look forward to next episode being only Gangplank.